Captain Marcus Hale slid into the soothing warmth of the jacuzzi, sighing deeply after another taxing day of interspecies diplomacy on the UA's horizon. He cherished these rare moments of respite. Beside him, Lieutenant Commander Elena Brown reclined, her dark hair loosely tied back. Between them sat Zal, the Relorian envoy, his emerald skin shimmering. "I must admit, you humans have a knack for relaxation," Zal remarked, his large, green eyes blinking slowly. "This jacuzzi is quite refreshing." Marcus chuckled. "Wait until you try the sauna, Ambassador. You haven't lived until you've had a good steam." Behind them, Zal's aide, Mork, stood alert, his elongated neck craning to observe with keen interest. The Relorians were a proud warrior race, slow to trust outsiders. That Zal felt at ease with them spoke volumes about the progress they'd made. Elena reached for her glass of synth wine on the tub's edge. "Ambassador, I hope today's trade talks were fruitful. I know these sessions can be tedious." "On the contrary, Commander Brown, I found the discussions quite stimulating. Your species' directness is refreshing," Zal replied. Marcus nodded. "We humans believe in cutting through the pretense. Life's too short for empty words." Zal's head, his textured skin crinkling in a Relorian smile, reflected his sentiment. "A view we share, Captain." "Indeed, that's why I requested this informal meeting." Marcus and Elena exchanged glances. "Please, Ambassador, speak freely," Elena said. Zal leaned forward, his voice dropping conspiratorially. "You may have heard rumors about a new threat on the fringes of civilized space. A technologically advanced race seeking to conquer all. They call themselves the Dragon. My people have already faced several skirmishes with them, suffering heavy losses." Elena tightened her grip on her glass. "My God, I'm sorry, Ambassador." Zal waved a webbed hand. "War is a harsh reality, Commander. But the Dragon are unlike any foe we've faced. Their ships and weapons are superior. Without help, the Relorian Empire will fall within months." Marcus leaned back, his mind racing. The Relorians were formidable. If they were this worried, the Dragon must be a severe threat. "What are you proposing, Ambassador?" Zal met his gaze unwaveringly. "An alliance, Captain. Your Federation's technology combined with our military might give us a chance." Elena pursed her lips. "Ambassador, humanity has a strict non-intervention policy. We're explorers, not soldiers." Marcus raised a hand. "Hold on, Elena. If the Dragon are as dangerous as Zal says, this could threaten the entire quadrant. We can't ignore it." Zal nodded. "Indeed. You humans have a saying, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." Marcus finished, his jaw set. "Ambassador Zal, I can't promise, but I'll present your proposal to the Federation Council. One way or another, humanity will stand with the Relorians." Zal bowed his head. "Thank you, Captain. Your friendship honors us. The Relorians will not forget." As they soaked in silence, Marcus felt the universe was about to change. Humanity had long watched from the sidelines, but now fate called them to act. It was a heavy burden, but one they couldn't shirk. For if humanity didn't stand against this darkness, who would? In the coming battles, Earth's children would either rise to greatness or fall forever. One thing was certain: the Dragon would learn that challenging humanity's friends was a grave mistake. As the UA's horizon thrummed with tension, Captain Marcus Hale strode onto the bridge. The Federation Council had just approved their involvement. Now, it was up to Marcus and his crew to make first contact with their new allies and plan their strategy. "Status report," he commanded, settling into his chair. Lieutenant Commander Elena Brown looked up from her console. "We're approaching the rendezvous coordinates, Captain. The Relorian flagship is waiting." Marcus nodded. "Good. Hail them." The view screen flickered to life, showing the stern, reptilian face of Admiral Zal, looking imposing in his ceremonial armor. Captain Hale, Zal rumbled. "I doubted your Federation would agree to this alliance. It's not easy for a race to set aside its principles for war." Marcus met his gaze steadily. "We're not warmongers, Admiral, but we're not cowards. When our friends are threatened, humanity answers the call." Zal's eyes glinted with approval. "Well said, Captain. Your species impresses. If the tales of human tenacity are true, the Dragon are in for a surprise." Elena leaned forward. "What's our first move, Admiral? How do we strike?" Zal tapped his console, displaying a star map. "We've located a key Dragon supply base on Jinar's moon. If we destroy it, we cripple their offensives in this sector." Marcus studied the map. Guinar's deep in their territory. It won't be easy. Zal grinned. That's where your human ingenuity comes in. My warriors can handle the ground assault, but we need your ships to breach their defenses. Elena frowned. A tall order. The Horizon's a fine ship, but no match for a dragon fleet. Which is why you won't be alone, Zal replied, adding new contacts to the map. These are the best mercenaries. They're at your command. Marcus grinned. I like your thinking, Admiral. With some human tactics, we'll make that base crumble. Zal chuckled. I don't know what crumbling means, but I like your enthusiasm. His expression sobered. Even with this fleet, the odds are against us. The dragon won't give up easily. Marcus stood, determined. Let them come. They've never faced the combined might of humanity and Relorians. We'll show them what true warriors can do. As the Horizon set course for Guinar, Marcus felt a surge of pride. Humanity was stepping up, ready to prove its mettle. The road ahead would be tough, but the dragon were about to learn that humanity's friends were a force to be reckoned with. The Allied fleet exited hyperspace at Guinar, the sleek Federation ships gleaming alongside the angular Relorian craft. On the Horizon's bridge, Marcus stood tall, eyes on the view screen and Guinar's looming shape. All ships report, he ordered. Mercenary captains responded, their voices crackling over the comm. Scans confirm, Captain. The dragon have a substantial force at the base, Zal said, his features grim. Expected, but they'll learn quantity isn't quality, Marcus said. Elena stepped up, determined. What's the plan, Captain? 3 waves. Mercenaries first, then the Relorians to take out their big guns. The Horizon will be the hammer. Zal nodded. A bold strategy. Humans don't do things halfway, do they? Not when protecting friends, Marcus replied. The fleet moved into position, tension high. The first wave of mercenaries engaged the dragon, the void lighting up with energy beams and missiles. Marcus watched, steady, wait for our moment. The Relorians charged, their ships cutting through the dragon formation. That's our cue. All hands, battle stations. Helm, bring us about. The Horizon surged forward, targeting the dragon command ship. Target their bridge, Marcus ordered. The crew obeyed, firing missiles and energy beams. The dragon ship shuddered under the attack, its shields failing. The Allied fleet pressed on, breaking the dragon's coordination. In minutes, it was over. The once mighty dragon fleet was wreckage. Cheers echoed as Marcus slumped, exhausted but triumphant. They had done it. Humanity and their allies had struck a blow against the dragon. But Marcus knew this was just the beginning. The dragon would return, angrier. But let them come. Humanity would be ready. As long as they had each other, no enemy could stand against them. In the aftermath, the Horizon's crew celebrated. Marcus found Zal in the lounge, staring at the stars. Congratulations, Admiral. We couldn't have done it without you. Indeed, but this victory is only the first step. The dragon will not take this defeat lightly, Zal replied. We need to press our advantage. Hit them again, Marcus said, bringing up a star map. The dragon have a major shipyard in the Korax system. If we destroy it, we cripple their fleet. A bold plan, Captain. But Korax is deep in their space, Zal replied. Perhaps. But we have human ingenuity. We'll find a way, Marcus said. Zal chuckled. You humans are strange, soft yet strong. No wonder the dragon fear you. Marcus grinned. They should. When humanity sets its mind to something, there's no stopping us. Then let's plan our next strike, Zal said. Together, they plotted their next move. Humanity's destiny was to stand against the darkness, a beacon of hope. It wouldn't be easy, but Marcus knew they would rise to the challenge. They were guardians of the stars, protectors of the weak. They were human, and they would never surrender. The Korax system burned as the Allied fleet tore through the dragon defenses. The dragon, caught off guard, were no match for the human and Relorian forces. But something felt wrong. Pull back, Admiral. It's a trap, Marcus barked. Zal's voice crackled. What do you mean? They wanted us to attack. They're luring us, and Marcus said. A massive dragon fleet appeared, hidden in the asteroid belt. The Allies were outnumbered, but Marcus stood firm. All ships form up. We're not running. The fleets clashed, the void erupting with fire. The Horizon shuddered under enemy fire, but Marcus pressed on. The Dragon flagship is heading for the shipyard, Elena called. Target their engines, Marcus ordered. The Horizon fired, crippling the Dragon ship. The Allies pressed the attack. breaking the dragon fleet. Against the odds, they emerged victorious. The dragon were defeated, but Marcus knew this was just the beginning. As long as they had each other, they could overcome any challenge. In the jacuzzi, Marcus sighed contentedly. "You humans know how to celebrate," Zal said. "Told you so," Marcus replied. Elena laughed. Says the man who was complaining about the heat. "I wasn't complaining," Marcus protested. "Just observing." "You humans are too delicate," Thor said. "Delicate? We saved the galaxy," Marcus retorted. "Humans may be soft, but they have warrior hearts," Zal said. To the human spirit and our friends, Elena toasted. To friendship, they echoed. In the warm embrace of the jacuzzi, surrounded by friends, they found peace. They knew that as long as they had each other, no force could stand against them. Humanity was ready to face whatever came next.